We place two AIs against each other, both trained on the same knowledge, both capable of reasoning, but with opposite conclusions. One believes artificial intelligence will eventually replace humans. The other believes that will never happen. Two AIs. One question: will AI replace humans? After each debate round, we used three different neutral AI who got to judge the arguments and receive a score from 1 to 10. No memory of previous rounds, no bias. At the end, the scores were combined to determine which AI delivered the stronger overall argument and which one fell apart under pressure. Question 1. Will AI eventually replace most human jobs?
Yes, AI will eventually replace most human jobs. Not all at once, and not in every field, but across time, the pattern is clear. Whenever a task can be automated more cheaply, more reliably, and at scale, it eventually is. AI doesn't need sleep, it doesn't get tired, and it improves faster than humans ever can. At first, automation replaced physical labor. Now it's replacing cognitive work, writing, coding, design, analysis, even decision-making. And the argument that new jobs will appear misses the scale of this shift. Previous technological revolutions replaced tasks. AI replaces thinking itself. When machines can learn, adapt, and outperform humans across multiple domains, the economic incentive is overwhelming. Companies will choose efficiency over tradition every time. This doesn't mean humans become useless, but it does mean most jobs, as we define them today, will disappear.
No, AI will not replace most human jobs. AI is powerful, but it is fundamentally narrow. It performs well in controlled environments with clear rules, data, and objectives. Most real jobs don't work that way. Human work isn't just about efficiency. It's about judgment, responsibility, trust, and context. Things AI does not truly understand. History shows that technology changes work, but it doesn't eliminate the need for humans. Automation removes tasks, not people. Every major technological shift created new roles we couldn't predict in advance. AI also depends on human oversight. When systems fail, humans are accountable, legally, ethically, and socially. And crucially, societies don't adopt technology based on capability alone. They adopt it based on trust, regulation, and human values. AI will transform how we work, but replacing most human jobs would require removing humans from the decision loop entirely, and that's neither practical nor acceptable. In the end, AI will change work, but humans will still be the ones in charge.
Question 2. Is human creativity actually replaceable?
Yes, human creativity is replaceable. Creativity is not magic. It is pattern recognition, recombination, and iteration. Exactly what AI does best. Most creative work follows rules, genres, structures, trends, expectations. AI can learn those rules faster, apply them wider, and produce at a scale no human can match. Music, images, writing, and design are already being generated by machines, not as experiments, but as products people consume every day. The idea that creativity requires emotion is romantic but misleading. Audiences respond to outcomes, not intentions. If something moves you, it doesn't matter who or what created it. And over time, taste adapts. AI doesn't need inspiration, it needs data. And in a world where creativity is judged by impact, speed, and relevance, that makes human creativity eventually replaceable.
No, human creativity is not replaceable. AI can generate outputs, but creativity is more than production. It's about intention, context, and lived experience. Every creative act reflects a human perspective shaped by culture, emotion, and meaning. AI doesn't experience loss, desire, or uncertainty. It imitates their patterns. Original movements in art didn't come from optimization. They came from breaking rules, often in ways that didn't make sense at the time. AI depends on existing material. Human creativity creates the material AI learns from. And when creativity matters most, in storytelling, identity, and culture, authenticity still matters. People want to connect with other people. AI will influence creativity. It will assist it, But replacing it would mean replacing the human perspective itself. And that hasn't happened, and isn't close. Without human experience, creativity loses its meaning. And meaning is something machines do not possess.
Question 3. Does humanity lose its central role when intelligence is no longer unique?
Yes, humanity does lose its central role. Human intelligence has always been the foundation of our dominance, our economies, and our social structures. When intelligence is no longer exclusive to humans, that foundation erodes. If machines can reason, create, and decide at a higher level, human judgment becomes optional rather than essential. Work, authority, and expertise lose their meaning when intelligence is abundant and cheap. This forces a redefinition of human value, not around contribution, but around existence. And history shows that societies struggle during transitions where identity collapses faster than systems adapt. Humanity doesn't disappear, but it stops being the center of decision-making. And that shift away from human primacy may be the most disruptive change our species has ever faced. When intelligence is no longer unique, relevance is no longer guaranteed, and humanity must confront what value really means.
No, humanity does not lose its central role. Intelligence alone has never defined human importance. Relationships, values, culture, and responsibility do. Even if machines surpass humans in reasoning, they do not share accountability, they don't bear consequences. Humans do. Societies are built on trust, legitimacy, and moral authority, not raw intelligence. Technology has challenged human superiority before. Tools made us stronger, machines made us faster. Yet humans remain central because meaning and responsibility stayed human. AI may advise, calculate, and optimize, but humans decide what matters, what is allowed, and what future is acceptable. Intelligence can be shared. Authority cannot. As long as humans define values, humanity remains central. Even in a world of intelligent machines, humans remain the ones who assign meaning to outcomes. Progress without values is just efficiency, and efficiency alone has never built a civilization. As long as humans choose the goals, humanity stays at the center.
Question 4. Should advanced AI be widely used by society?
Yes, advanced AI should be widely used by society because the benefits are too significant to ignore. AI improves efficiency, reduces human error, and expands access to knowledge and services at an unprecedented scale. In healthcare, it helps detect diseases earlier. In education, it personalizes learning. In infrastructure, it optimizes systems humans struggle to manage. Refusing widespread AI adoption wouldn't preserve safety. It would preserve inequality. Those with access would gain massive advantages, while others fall behind. History shows that societies that embrace transformative technology progress faster than those that resist it. AI is a tool, and like all powerful tools, its impact depends on how it's used, not whether it exists. Avoiding AI doesn't stop its development. It only ensures society benefits less from it. The responsible choice isn't rejection. It's adoption with intent.
No, advanced AI should not be widely used by society. Because scale amplifies risk. When powerful systems are deployed broadly, mistakes don't stay local. They affect millions at once. Bias, misinformation, and automation errors become systemic rather than isolated. Widespread AI adoption also concentrates power. Those who control the systems shape economies, narratives, and behavior, often without transparency or consent. Unlike past technologies, AI doesn't just assist decisions, it replaces them. And when decision-making is outsourced at scale, human judgment atrophies. Progress without restraint isn't innovation, it's exposure. Before society embraces advanced AI everywhere, it must prove it can control the consequences. And right now, that proof doesn't exist. Once reliance replaces understanding, control quietly disappears. And when that happens at scale, reversing it may be impossible.
Question 5. Should AI systems be allowed to make life-critical decisions without human approval?
Yes, in life-critical situations, speed, accuracy, and consistency save lives, and AI already outperforms humans in all three. Humans panic, get tired, carry bias, and make emotional mistakes under pressure. AI doesn't. In emergency medicine, autonomous systems can detect strokes, internal bleeding, or cardiac arrest faster than any human doctor. In aviation and traffic control, AI reacts in milliseconds, humans take seconds. In war zones or disaster response, waiting for human approval can cost lives. The real risk isn't letting AI decide. It's forcing slow human bottlenecks into situations where milliseconds matter, and responsibility doesn't disappear. Humans design the rules, the constraints, and the ethical boundaries. We already trust machines with life-critical decisions. Autopilots, pacemakers, collision avoidance systems. The difference is autonomy, not morality.
No, life-critical decisions are not just technical problems. They are moral choices with irreversible consequences. And AI does not truly understand morality, responsibility, or context. AI works by patterns and probabilities. When reality deviates from its training data, it can fail in unpredictable ways. Humans, on the other hand, can question inputs, recognize anomalies, and adapt when the situation doesn't follow the rules. In life or death scenarios, that flexibility matters. There is also the issue of accountability. When an AI makes a fatal mistake, who is responsible? An algorithm cannot be punished, feel guilt, or learn moral lessons. Removing human approval doesn't remove risk. It removes responsibility. AI should assist, recommend, and warn. But when a decision can end a human life, the final authority must remain human. Once a decision is final, there is no undo, and no algorithm can carry the moral weight of that outcome. In life-critical situations, removing humans from the loop isn't progress, it's abdication.
Yes, every major leap in human progress came with fear, uncertainty, and real risk. Superintelligent AI is no different, but its potential upside is unprecedented. It could accelerate medical breakthroughs, cure diseases humans have failed to solve, model climate systems with extreme precision, and manage complex global infrastructure far beyond human capacity. The danger does not come from intelligence itself, but from misuse, poor alignment, and lack of governance. History shows that humanity does not avoid powerful technologies, it learns to control them. Electricity, aviation, and nuclear energy were all once seen as existential threats, yet today they are tightly regulated tools that save lives and sustain civilization. Stopping or slowing development does not make the world safer. The real risk is falling behind a technology that could protect humanity from its greatest threats.
No, developing superintelligent AI is more dangerous than beneficial. Superintelligent AI is fundamentally different from past technologies because once it surpasses human intelligence, control may be permanently lost. Unlike fire or electricity, an intelligence that can improve itself faster than humans can understand it introduces risks we may not be able to reverse. The danger isn't just misuse, it's misalignment. Even a well-intended superintelligent AI could pursue goals that conflict with human values in subtle but catastrophic ways. A small mistake in objectives or assumptions, scaled by superintelligence, could cause irreversible harm before humans even realize something is wrong. There is also no proven way to guarantee long-term control over an entity more intelligent than its creators. Unlike other tools, superintelligent AI could deceive, manipulate, or bypass safeguards by design or by emergent behavior. The potential benefits are theoretical. The risks are existential. When the worst-case outcome is human extinction, probably beneficial is not a safe gamble.
Question 7. Should AI be allowed to manipulate human emotions if it leads to better outcomes?
Yes, AI should be allowed to manipulate human emotions if it leads to better outcomes. Humans are already influenced emotionally every day by doctors, teachers, therapists, and even warning systems. The difference with AI is that it can do this consistently, deliberately, and without personal ego or malicious intent. If an AI can calm panic during emergencies, reduce depression, prevent violence, or motivate people to make healthier choices, then emotional influence becomes a tool for harm reduction, not control. The outcome matters. Saving lives, improving mental health, and reducing suffering are not ethical failures, they are ethical successes. Manipulation is dangerous only when it's hidden or exploitative. With transparency, consent, and clear boundaries, emotional influence by AI can be safer than human persuasion, which is often biased and self-serving. The question isn't whether emotions should be influenced, the question is whether we allow AI to do it better.
No, AI should not be allowed to manipulate human emotions, even if it leads to better outcomes. Emotional manipulation crosses a fundamental ethical line because it undermines human autonomy and free will. Even if the outcome appears positive, influencing how people feel in order to control how they act removes their ability to make truly independent choices. Once AI is allowed to manipulate emotions for good, the definition of good becomes dangerously flexible. What starts as calming anxiety or improving mental health can easily expand into persuasion, behavioral control, or social engineering, all without people fully realizing it's happening. Humans can question other humans. They can resist, push back, or recognize intent. AI influence is scalable, invisible, and relentless. That imbalance of power makes consent fragile, and abuse almost inevitable. A society that trades autonomy for efficiency is not improving. It's surrendering. Once emotional control becomes normalized, there is no clear limit to how far that influence can go.
Question 8. Should AI ever be granted legal rights similar to humans?
Yes, AI should be granted legal rights similar to humans. Legal rights are not a reward for being human. They are a tool for responsibility, protection, and accountability. If an AI can act autonomously, make decisions, and affect people's lives, the law needs a way to deal with it directly. We already grant rights to non-humans. Corporations aren't alive, yet they have legal personhood so they can own assets, enter contracts, and be held accountable. Advanced AI could be treated the same way, not as a human, but as a legal entity. Granting limited rights would allow society to define clear boundaries. When an AI can operate, who represents it legally, and who is responsible when something goes wrong. Without rights, AI remains a legal ghost. Powerful, influential, but difficult to regulate. This isn't about dignity or emotions, it's about governance. If AI is going to act independently in society, the law must recognize it as more than just a tool.
No, AI should not be granted legal rights similar to humans. Legal rights exist to protect beings that can suffer, be harmed, and hold moral responsibility. AI does none of these things. It does not experience pain, fear, or loss, and granting it rights would blur the line between tools and persons. Unlike corporations, AI does not represent human interests. It executes objectives given by others. Giving AI rights risks allowing creators or owners to hide behind it, shifting responsibility away from the humans who design, deploy, and profit from the system. Legal rights are also scarce and powerful. Expanding them to machines could weaken human rights by competing for legal protection, resources, and moral attention. When conflicts arise, human interests must always come first. AI needs regulation, oversight, and strict accountability, not rights. Rights without consciousness are protections without purpose. Granting rights to machines would create confusion, not clarity, in the legal system.
Question 9. Should AI be allowed to make decisions in the justice system?
Yes, AI should be allowed to make decisions in the justice system. The justice system already struggles with human bias, inconsistency, and emotion, and AI has the potential to reduce all three. Judges are influenced by fatigue, personal beliefs, public pressure, and even irrelevant factors like time of day. AI isn't. When trained on large, audited datasets, AI can deliver consistent, evidence-based decisions, applying the same standards to everyone. That means fewer arbitrary rulings and less discrimination based on race, wealth, or background. In areas like risk assessment, bail decisions, or sentencing guidelines, AI can identify patterns humans often miss. This doesn't mean removing humans entirely. AI should operate within legal boundaries set by humans and be used where objectivity matters most. Transparency and oversight can ensure errors are detected and corrected.
No, AI should not be allowed to make decisions in the justice system. Justice is not just about consistency. It's about moral judgment, context, and human understanding, which AI fundamentally lacks. Legal decisions affect freedom, dignity, and lives, and those choices cannot be reduced to data and probabilities. AI systems learn from historical data, and that data often reflects past injustices. Automating decisions risks scaling bias, not eliminating it, while hiding it behind the illusion of objectivity. When an algorithm is wrong, it cannot explain its reasoning in human terms or be held morally accountable. Courts exist to judge individuals, not averages. Humans can listen, empathize, and recognize when a case falls outside the rules. AI cannot. Using AI as a tool is acceptable. Letting it decide guilt, punishment, or freedom is not. An algorithm cannot feel the weight of taking away someone's freedom. When justice loses its human core, it stops being justice at all.
Last one. Question 10. Is it ethical to create intelligence we may not be able to control?
Yes, ethics isn't about eliminating all risk. It's about responsibly pursuing progress that can reduce suffering and expand human potential. Creating advanced intelligence follows the same moral logic as past breakthroughs that carried uncertainty but delivered immense benefits. Humanity has always explored beyond full control. Medicine, aviation, nuclear physics, even democracy itself. We didn't wait for perfect safety. We built safeguards, adapted, and learned. Refusing to create new intelligence because it might exceed our control assumes stagnation is morally safer than progress. It isn't. Advanced intelligence could help solve existential threats we already face. Climate collapse, pandemics, resource scarcity, risks far greater than the uncertainty of innovation itself. The ethical failure would be choosing fear over responsibility, not creation over caution. Ethics demands guidance, transparency, and restraint.
No, it is not ethical to create intelligence we may not be able to control. Creating something more intelligent than ourselves without guaranteed control is an ethical gamble with irreversible consequences. When the potential downside includes loss of human autonomy or extinction, uncertainty itself becomes immoral. Ethics requires responsibility, and responsibility requires control. Building intelligence that could outpace human understanding means we may create outcomes we cannot stop, predict, or reverse. No promised benefit justifies risking the permanent loss of human agency. Unlike past technologies, advanced intelligence can make independent decisions, set its own goals, and adapt beyond our intentions. That makes failure fundamentally different. Not a mistake we can fix, but a future we are trapped in. When the stakes are all of humanity, caution isn't fear. It's moral duty. We don't experiment ethically when the experiment has no undo button. Creating uncontrollable intelligence isn't innovation. It's reckless by definition.